Let's talk about what's going on between your legs right now. And no, I'm not interested in discussing your soggy hot dog or your soft taco with sour cream. Well, not right now anyway. Let's talk about something else entirely.
I want to talk with you about your inner thigh muscles. I want you to do this test. I just recently failed this test on one of my hips and it was really humbling, so don't feel bad if you fail this test too. Lie on the edge of a couch, bench, or bed with one leg hanging off the side and the other keeping you stable. You'll have a hand under the leg here and you're going to let the foot and ankle drop down towards the floor. Then you're going to slowly lift up towards the ceiling and your foot and ankle should get higher than the knee. You want to do this slowly and with control, and you want to be able to do this 20 times without dying. If you can't get the foot and ankle up higher than the knee, or it just feels like it's kind of impossible to get to 20 repetitions, then guess what? You fail. When you're doing this test, make sure to be pressing the leg down into the hand so that you're getting pure rotation of the femur rather than lifting the leg up while you're trying to get the foot and ankle higher. Also, if you find that you can't really be facing up towards the ceiling like this, you can play around with going more in so that you're facing forward as you're doing the test, and then over time, you can start opening up and see how your hips are doing at this angle. Make sure to do this on both sides. You might discover that one side has much less range or is much weaker than the other side. For me, the left side failed miserably when I started trying to do this, and it still struggles a whole lot more than the right side. Now, if you're failing, what does that mean? We'll talk about that in a second. First, I want to know how you did on this test. Was one side fine, the other bad, or were both sides of your inner thighs really crappy? Drop me a comment down below. If you failed this test, it means that the adductor muscles, which attach to the bottom of your pelvis and then go to the inside edge of your femur, are a little weak. Also, the hip flexor muscles, which attach on this little bony protuberance here on the inner thigh and go up into your pelvis and to the vertebrae here in your lower back, are a little weak and dysfunctional as well. When those muscles are weak and dysfunctional, you can get a lot of stiffness and discomfort and hip pain. So it's a good idea to fix those muscles. How do we fix them? You use this test motion as a warm-up exercise before you do other workouts. So you do 2 to 3 sets of between 5 and 20 repetitions, depending on your tolerance and your strength levels. You go slow and controlled, making sure you're not using momentum to just cheat and whip through it. And when you feel ready, you can throw on a little resistance by using ankle weights or even bands to force those inner thigh muscles and those little hip flexor muscles to work a little bit better and create better hip external rotation. 2 to 3 times a week should be good. Just remember when you're first starting that slow is safe and fast is foolish. So take your time. You don't need to load it right away. Get used to the motion, and then when you feel ready, you can start adding resistance using a weight or another method that I'll show you in a second. I'm about to show you an exercise that's in my Healthy Hips program, and I invite you to check out the full program at uprighthealth.com/HH. There is a beginner section to the Healthy Hips program that helps you get started quickly with some basic exercises that get your hips more flexible and strong. Then there is a more advanced portion of the program that you customize to your body, and it helps you target. It helps you pinpoint the things that you really need work on, and it has exercises like the one I'm about to show you now. It's going to help you get your hips moving better and feeling better. So I really encourage you to go check it out. It's money back guaranteed. So if it doesn't feel like a good fit, you get all your money back. Go check it out when you're done with this video at uprighthealth.com/HH. All right, let's go to the exercise. Using a band or a cable machine and a soft padded surface, you can do hip external rotation in a lot of different configurations. So if I turn like this, I can create something that's very similar to what I was doing on the bench. If I angle my body this way, it's even more similar because I've got all the same angles as what was happening on the bench. But Because of this setup, I have a lot of freedom to play around with different configurations that I can't get with the bench. And this could be really helpful for pinpointing stuff that's really weak but really hard to target without having all of these points of support. So this can be a wonderful option if you want to try to improve hip external rotation from a lot of different angles. It's really going to help strengthen your adductors. Strengthening your inner thigh muscles can really help you feel a lot more comfortable in your hips. It can really reduce hip pain, and it can make a lot of different positions feel a whole lot more comfortable and stable and smooth. When your legs are out wider than your shoulders, it really is important to have stronger inner thigh muscles that can help create external rotation and also adduction safely. You'll also find that if you're doing things like deadlifts or sumo deadlifts, it's gonna feel a lot more comfortable. You're gonna feel like your squats are a lot more smooth because those muscles are more functional. And if you are going into wider squats like sumo squats, it's really important to have stronger inner thigh muscles. And if you're doing things like horse stance and martial arts, this is gonna help you big time. So no matter how you set up your inner thigh training, whether it's with the band or whether it's with an ankle weight or it's just on the bench, moving your own leg, it's gonna help you big time. Be sure to let me know how this test feels and what your results are from doing the exercise by dropping me a comment down below. And if you want to support this channel, you can use the join and thanks buttons on YouTube, hit the like button, go to uprighthealth.com/donate for some simple, easy options to support this channel. And if you've ever wondered if you could one day develop the flexibility to do something so basic as being able to bend forward and touch your toes, then I invite you to check out these videos right here on YouTube. They're gonna help you out big time, and they're gonna help you feel a whole lot better about your hips and your body. Also, check out the Healthy Hips program, uprighthealth.com/HH. There are all these links in the description. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.